I learned a long time ago there are only two ways to learn in this life. Let's talk about that. Hey guys, Randy here with The Living Adventure. Yeah, so what do I mean by there's only two ways to learn in this life? Truly, when we boil it down, if you look at it from a very clean, objective point of view, there's only two ways. One is through the experience of others, the theories, the lessons that they learned and documented in either scripture of some kind, written down, videos, and they're passing it on to you in some way, shape, or form. And so it's commonly said, stand on the shoulder of giants. So in other words, what's happening there is that you're learning from the experience of others and their wisdom. And that's in our schools, our teachers, our professors, our parents, our caregivers, our bosses, those that have gone before us, learned the lessons, and are now trying to give them to us. The second way to learn is through experiencing it yourself, getting out into the world, going tasting the flavors of this planet. And the reality of that is that it comes with some severe consequences. And those severe consequences, when we hear that word consequence, we always think negatively, but they could be positive too. There's a lot of things in this world you need to go out there and experience in order to truly understand the rewards of that experience. But there are things out there in this world that if you go out there and you haphazardly try to experience them, you're going to get burned. You're going to have pain. You're going to have trauma. And those are the ones that teach us the most valuable lessons. Those are the ones that the first group of people, the ones that went before us, they went through that. And the reason that they're trying to teach us what we need to be taught is so that we don't experience that. The question is are you willing to listen to what they have to say? Now, I'm not saying just take their word for it. I'm saying listen to a bunch of teachers, study the books, watch the videos, listen heartily to the people that are trying to tell you what to do, and then get out in the world and experience it yourself and see, with the knowledge that you have, how you can work it so that you can gain the most out of it. Let's face it, there's some things in this life that nobody can teach you. You have to get out there and experience it yourself. And one of the favorite things that I say to people all the time, ice cream. How on earth can you describe the flavor of ice cream to somebody? You can't. You've got to get out there and experience it yourself. You may like it, you may hate it. There's a lot of things in the world that, people have tasted and they don't like. Doesn't mean you're not going to like it. Doesn't mean that you should avoid it. Just means it wasn't their flavor. So the two ways of learning, guys, is through knowledge, education, through teachers, and experiencing it yourself. But to gain that wisdom, and I've said this many times, to gain the wisdom is interconnecting those two together is the understanding of how they belong. Anyway, I hope this one helps you. Cheers.